Jack, it's a pleasure to either meet you for the first time
We've
or
met
the
before, I'm
second
telling
time.
you, man.
Okay. You might have been on a night out or something. Congratulations on Sing Street.
Thank you.
Have you kept your ridiculously long, attractive hair from the film? Have you got that stored away somewhere special?
Yeah, I just put it on another part of my body.
Whenever you want to go walking around, whenever you want to keep a low profile, you just stick that on and walk around town. But yeah, you must be delighted with the reaction the film's getting internationally.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. Something that I really didn't expect, like people have really responded to this movie, and I mean, I hadn't seen it before. We watched it a couple of weeks ago at Sundance, and I mean, after I came out of the screening, I just felt an overwhelming sense of pride at having been in the film. It was just really great. I think every element in it is really strong, and I hope it's going to do great. It certainly seems to be on track for that.
Now, were you ever in a band as well that you started off?
Yeah.
An embarrassing band, or were you decent enough?
No, we were grand. We never played for anybody, but we were grand.
Just yourselves in the
It
garage?
was, I have three mates, Connor Quinn, James Delahunty, and Will McCauley, and we had a band on our road, and we just used to, like, all of our families would go away at different times in the summer on holidays, so somebody would always have a house that was free for a week or 2 weeks or whatever. So we would literally all be around that house
Free
all
gaff.
day, every day, buying crates of beer, buying loads of pizzas, drinking, eating pizza, playing music, playing video games, and we managed to get a band together out of it for a brief time.
Now, Sing Street, for a lot of people who've seen it already, they've kind of added it to their list of top Irish films ever made. But do you have a personal other Irish film that you love going back to? Obviously, you can pick one of your own as well, but
Imagine.
my top three, yeah, is like what Richard did.
Let me give you my
exactly.
top three, yeah.
Oh, Sing Street. I don't like any of the other ones.
That's gas. My favourite Irish films. Okay, I will say, I think that my favourite Irish film and one of my top three films of all time, a film that includes my favourite scene from any film of all time, is The Field. That is a spectacular film. Credit where credit's due to Jim for being a legend and amazing. Same thing with Richard Harris, who is, again, himself and Jimmy Stewart are probably my favourite actors ever. But that scene with him and Brenda Fricker and Sean Bean in the living room with her little she-bean, or in the kitchen, when he's eating his dinner, and nothing said for the whole scene, but everything is there on the table. It's everything that needs to be said is there. And it is phenomenal. And that movie is definitely my favourite Irish movie of all time.
Would you have, you mentioned your top three there. What other film do you think you've seen maybe more than any other then?
I always come back to Die Hard, which I have probably seen 40 or 50 times just through having been a kid and watching it and rewinding it back to the start and watching it again 2 or 3 times in a single day. I loved Die Hard when I was a kid. I probably haven't seen it in about 5 years, but I bet you I could still quote every line in the film. I love that movie.
Die Hard is an excellent choice. If they ever do a remake of it, which will probably inevitably happen at some stage, sure, they might consider you for it. So get your vest
Those
top
are big
ready for
boots
it.
to fill.
Big boots.
Or not, as the case may be.
Glass everywhere. Speaking of future projects, it was brilliant news to be shortlisted for the Han Solo spin-off. Any developments there?
Well, we'll see what happens with that,
Did you get a chance to meet Kathleen Kennedy, J.J. Abrams, or the people behind the film?
When episode 7 came up, I went in to do a casting on episode 7, and I met a few of the heads then, and that was interesting. The Han Solo thing, dude, obviously that's a much coveted role. That would be an amazing thing to do for any actor. I'd love to be part of it, man. If I get the chance to do that movie, you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be doing it. But of course, we'll see how the dice fall on it. But rest assured, I would love to be part of it.
Well, listen, congratulations on the film. Best luck with everything in the future, whatever happens, shoes or no shoes. And it was lovely to maybe re-meet you again.
Thanks, man.